What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again with another film breakdown. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Chiefs-Dolphins game. I did do a very brief breakdown of their final drive for the Kansas City Chiefs, the one that kind of put it away. But I did want to dive a little bit deeper into this game because I think that the Dolphins actually played a decent game. And I noticed a couple of similarities and commonalities that were going on throughout the game on behalf of Miami and how the Chiefs kind of took advantage of that. A couple of really cool plays that the Chiefs ran that I want to hit on, and then one or two defensive things as well. So just kind of like a full game breakdown. I haven't done one of these in a bit. I got a little bit more time now, so I would really like to. If you do enjoy this video, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam, as well as the Jackson Kruger Sports, that would mean the world to me. And if you could also share this video, I don't really say that a lot, but it would mean the world if you could send this over to a Chiefs fan. But anyway, let's dive into this video. First things first, something that the Chiefs do so well is putting defenses at a disadvantage really no matter what's going on, right? And one of the worst things that I think you could do as a defensive coordinator if you're playing Kansas City is show your hand pre-snap. And of course, the way to mess with 15 in the backfield, good luck getting to him mentally. Physically, he's an absolute specimen, so it's really tough to get under his skin. But one thing that he has shown, maybe a little bit of a deficiency with is being able to disguise, 2 or 3 high safeties. Here, the Dolphins just go straight up too high, and then there's really no question about what coverage they're running, right? You're either going to get cover 2 or man. Judging by how these guys are pressed, right, and just how we're aligned, you're going to guess man, and that's exactly what you get. And the Chiefs take advantage of that, right? They run this very simple spot route on the in the middle of the field with their number 1 receiver. Kelsey does this stuff all the time. Then they run this wheel with Clyde. It's stuff that you see game in and game out, but the Chiefs run it so well at this point that if you do show your hand pre-snap like this, you're just asking for trouble. And what the Dolphins are trying to do is really kind of trying to disguise, all right, who's going to run with the back here, right? Is it going to be this dude? Is it going to be this dude? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day because we're working to pick right here, right? That's all we're trying to do. Boom, get in his way. Don't draw a penalty, which I'm kind of surprised he didn't, but at the end of the day, it's football. If they don't call it, who cares? But again, just a really simple play that you're going to see from the Chiefs. Good ball from 15, and of course, Clyde's able to pick up that first down. Just stuff like that, that's a staple for Kansas City, and it's so hard to really be able to work in and disrupt that. Now, moving on to this next play, the Chiefs working in their play action. They didn't run the ball particularly well in this game, but their play action game was still lethal for Kansas City. So what we get on this, I believe, is kind of like a post curl right in the middle of the field, and then with Travis Kelce, he works up and runs a post corner. Phenomenal ball from Patrick Mahomes, right? He works, and what I love about Travis Kelce's route on this is that he works it into the middle of the field, and he, 87, it does such a good job working his routes and really selling them at the top of the route, right? We work it right into the middle like we're going to run that post, and then we break this thing off and then flatten it as we work towards the sidelines, just so to not run into a corner if there is a corner lurking over the top or what have you. And then again, just a phenomenal ball from Patrick Mahomes on this, as we'll see from the end zone. And something I did want to point out with this play is the communication pre-snap, right? And there's a couple of things that I think could be happening on this. I would imagine that they want to sell some sort of wide zone this way, have Mahomes roll here, right? Now, what they do is you can see as they communicate pre-snap, hey, we have to account for this guy, right? Because we got 2-on-2 right here. What that means is, and I don't know if it's this intricate, but all that happens is Mahomes instead of that handoff being fake to the left, right, they give that run action look to the right. Le'Veon Bell knows we're never going to sacrifice the protection for the fake. He does give a little bit of a sell on that, but then he works right over to the guy that they're pointing at. Wish we could get a little bit better block from the right tackle, but then this ball is just absolutely insane from Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we say this every week, but that ball is absolutely crazy. So anyway, moving on to this next play, we see a little bit more of how the Dolphins are going to try and mess with the Chiefs, right? Okay, cover 2, we're getting smoked. Man, we're getting smoked. We have to go with something else, so they go cover 3. And all we go with cover 3, as we know, right, we're getting middle of the field, third of the field on the outsides, and then these two guys run curl to flat over to the sidelines, right? Now, what that does is it really puts a lot of stress on your middle of the field player. And what the Chiefs do to combat this, right, and with everything, right, with every play that you run in the NFL or really in a good college or high school system, you have your 3 beater on one side, you have your 2 and man beater on the other side, right? Well, really the primary guy in this situation is Sammy Watkins, and he runs a deep dig, right? And what we get, I believe, is just streaks from our 2 inside guys or both of our number 2s, and then a curl at the bottom. Now, Mahomes can definitely hammer this off the bat. There's nothing wrong with that. But, we know, okay, in cover 3, we're running back with these 3 cats right here. And then, of course, we saw those 2 defensive backs who fly out into that curl flat area, which is going to open up the middle of the field, especially if this backer isn't dropping immediately. So we just wait, we're patient with it, we wear a shot, but we end up delivering a really good ball to Sammy Watkins. It's stuff like that that makes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs so hard to cover, is the fact that they can wait 3 or 4 seconds with their routes, with their plays, and 15's still going to be able to get that ball off to him. I mean, this is a long time for Mahomes to be in the pocket, but they trust his arm talent, and with their receivers, everything they run is much deeper than what other guys are running, than what other teams are running, and it's because Patrick Mahomes has such a talented arm. And their offensive line is a little banged up this year, so they don't have as much time, but even with that arm talent, it kind of cancels each other out, and he's able to get that ball off. Now, this play right here out of this bunch set, kind of wide to the field side, it's simplicity, right? And simplicity in football, to me, is always superior to trying to be super complicated. And this is really just a really good job from the Kansas City Chiefs. And all they get here is really like a levels, more of like a flood concept, I guess I would call it, with these 3 guys on the outside. Really, really simple, though. Really, really simple. Nice and easy read, right? All we're doing is we're working shallow with our number 1. Our number 2 is working a little bit deeper, and then our number 3, who I believe is Tyreek Hill, is taking this thing on a deep corner, right? We're running to the flat like an arrow, we're running a deep out, and then we're running like a corner route with Tyreek. And it's easy at this point, right? You're going to get cover 3 because of how they're aligned pre-snap. We know we're going to get cover 3. There's no question about that. Well, if we're getting cover 3, if this dude doesn't run underneath this route right here, which we know he's breaking, we got to get rid of it right now. Boom, easy throw, easy catch, get upfield for a big first down. It's stuff like that Kansas City does that really puts teams in a pickle. Now, moving on to this next play, like I said before, the Chiefs didn't really run the ball well, but they did do a great job with their run action game. This ball, just really quickly, so we know pre-snap, this is going to be Tyreek's touchdown. Phenomenal route by him. He runs a little corner post on this. There's not a dude in the league who's going to be able to cover him when they're standing flat-footed. What I really like about this is the run action from the offensive line. And what we get here is it looks like it's going to be that wide zone, okay? And all you're trying to do is you're trying to get these safeties, right? Get these safeties to come up, get them to hesitate. Because if they hesitate or if they step forward at all, Tyreek Hill is going to torch them for a touchdown, which is exactly what happens here. We get that little step in from this safety. We're going to stem this thing to a corner and then to a post with Tyreek Hill. There's not a dude who's going to be able to cover that. Tyreek's just taking the top off of that thing, easy touchdown, that's what makes the Chiefs so dangerous, though. If you make one mistake on defense, if you're not right 100% of the time, chances are you're going to get torched on something like this. There's not a lot of other dudes in the league who can do stuff like that. And then, of course, we see this 4th down play that I did cover in my other video about the Chiefs' final drive. Just a really simple pick play, right? We're working upfield, boom, boom, right, stem this thing to the outside with Tyreek Hill. Just a really quick arrow route. We're going to roll out Mahomes. He's there, throw and catch. Nice and easy, right? Nice and easy. Everybody in the league does it. I kind of say this a lot, but, a lot of people kind of get butthurt with pick plays. They don't necessarily like it. They think it's unfair. Whatever. Everybody in the league runs them, right? Everybody from the Packers to the Chiefs. If you have a quarterback who can run pick plays and you don't run them, it's on you because they're extremely helpful. Now, this touchdown from Tyreek, really, really cool play calling, man. Just really cool play calling. I love the blocks from this trio of players right here. Just an outstanding job, right? And what we see here is how we prioritize that second level over first level, but not without letting the first level go free. Starting this thing from the beginning, though, we see a little bit of, just kind of playing with defenders before the snap, right? We're pointing them out. Okay, it looks like, hey, we're trying to seal right here with Tyreek, which obviously you would never do. That's not where he's going to win. And then we bring our eyes to the play side of this thing, and we see tackle, guard, and fullback doing an outstanding job of getting to the edge of this. And I love the step from our offensive lineman right here. Boom, that little jab step, get him to work inside on that, which of course is going to be the gap that he's going to because we have this defender out here. We know he's going to fill to that side. You give that jab and then you strong arm right here with this to get him working inside. There's no way this dude's going to make the play. There's no way. So, and of course, obviously this is pre-designed. You take that jab, you work up, right? We have these two guys working up here to take on any backer or flow that they have. And then I think the block of the day right here from Sherman working on this dude, working to that outside edge and then finishing Tyreek Hill is super fast and super good at tackle football, and he ends up scoring a touchdown on this. Just a really good job, and that to me was the theme for the Chiefs, as it has been all year, is just that creativity, doing the little things right, and putting your guys in a position to win. Now, just a little bit of defensive stuff, because I haven't covered a ton of this. The Chiefs and Spagnuolo do a really good job. Really, Spagnuolo, because we've seen him last year, and this year I think we're going to see a lot of the same, is him being able to mix stuff up as we work into those crucial weeks of the season and into the playoffs. Stuff like this, it's really simple, but I'm telling you right now, especially with a rookie quarterback, this is going to completely screw with the rookie quarterback. Pre-snap, we're looking, okay, we got cover one, right? We're manned up across the board right here, and then at the last second, boom, we're dropping into cover two with Sorensen. Now we got to change. Now we got to think a little bit more. That hesitation makes him roll that ball out to his left, and he ends up having nowhere to go with this. And then again, just the pressure from the defensive line. I mean, this is what makes him really good, man, and a scary team to play, is that you got these two dudes especially, and they have a lot of dudes who just buy into the system on the defensive front for the Kansas City Chiefs. Guys like Mike Pennell, guys like I believe his name's Alex Okafor, to pass, just a lot of dudes who I think love to play for Spagnuolo, and they're willing to run through a brick wall for it. And one of my friends who's a Chiefs fan the other day was kind of asking me, about this Chiefs defense, and I was like, the thing that I think is so valuable with Kansas City's defense is that they got a bunch of dudes who buy into that system, who buy into bringing pressure on third down, who buy into that Spagnuolo system, and it's a system that's proven to win, which is why the Chiefs are once again my pick to go and win the Super Bowl, and really without a question in my mind. So anyway, guys, that's my breakdown of this Miami Dolphins game. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam, as well as to Jackson Kruger Sports. Also, if you enjoyed this video, if you could share it with somebody, that would mean the world to me trying to grow this channel. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure we're staying safe, washing those hands, and I'll see you next time.